In the annals of Greek mythology, stories of gods, heroes, and terrifying creatures abound, yet among these immortal tales, perhaps none is as chilling or as provocative as the legend of the Danaides. 50 sisters who, in one fateful night, committed an act that has etched their names in infamy for eternity. The tale of the Danaides unfolds in a time when women in ancient Greece were often mere instruments in the political machinations of men. They were tools to forge alliances, vessels to carry lineage, and at times, pawns in a larger game of power and control. The Danaides, daughters of King Danais of Libya, found themselves trapped in such a world. Their father, Danais, ambitious and cunning, sought power above all else. To this end, he arranged the marriages of his 50 daughters to the 50 sons of his twin brother, King Aegyptus of Egypt, in what was a political alliance intended to secure dominion and influence across lands. But unlike any fatherly protector, Danais harbored suspicion and fear of his brother's intentions. In his paranoid mind, the marriages were a facade, a plot to usurp his power. Thus, driven by fear and desire to control his fate, Danais crafted a sinister plan and issued an unfathomable command to his daughters. The order was clear: each of them was to murder her husband on the wedding night. Stifled by their societal positions, the Danaides found themselves confronting an impossible choice. Caught between a commanding father and their roles as dutiful wives, they were driven to an edge of despair. In a world that offered them no agency, the decree from Danais was not merely a command but potentially their liberating path, or one leading to eternal torment. Yet, amongst them, one sister stood apart: Hypermestra, who could not bring herself to carry out the ghastly act. In a surge of defiance, or perhaps love, she spared her intended husband, Lynceus. For this act of civil disobedience, she was condemned by her father, highlighting the volatile and tragic drama that consumed this fabled family. The horrific actions of the other 49 Danaides were driven by a compelling mix: the oppressive weight of societal expectation, a father's manipulative dominance, and their own longing for agency and autonomy in a world which granted them none. Despite the horror of their actions, their tale remains enshrined, offering a stark reflection on the desperation faced by those who are shackled by societal restraints and the lengths they might go to break those bonds. Their deed was no whimsical act of madness but a vivid cry against the suffocating forces of oppression and control they faced within the patriarchal framework of their era. As the chilling climax of their tale unfolds, myths and ballads often transform them into spectral figures. In Tartarus, they are depicted as eternally carrying water to fill a leaky barrel, a punishment symbolic of the futility of their act and the burdens of guilt and rebellion. Yet, their tale retains a haunting, melancholic beauty in its exploration of autonomy and defiance against subjugation. In the mythos of the Danaides, audiences are invited to grapple with the potent intersection of destiny, autonomy, and defiance. A grim reminder emerges: the quest for self-determination can provoke extreme measures, challenging as it does the boundaries of morality and survival. At its core, the legend of the Danaides stands as a tragic testament to the human condition's struggle between control and freedom.